G'day guys, this is how to pack up the Quest Dreamlux Queen mat. It's the same thing for the single, just a bit smaller. So what we've got here is 150 centimeters wide, full queen size, 15 centimeter thick. It's a bit daunting for people to pack up at times. So quite simply, you've got two valves at the end. You put them, I start by putting them in full open mode, which means basically air can go out and in. I come to the back of the mat away from the valves and you just fold it up in quarters, roll it up. Don't get fancy with it. Just try and get the bulk of the air out. Lay on it, get your knees on it. It's easy with two people. So it can be a bit of a struggle sometimes with one, but just try and use your body weight to push as much air out of it as you can. You're not getting tight with it yet. Don't rush, get it done. When you get to the end, you put the valves into deflate mode. The air can go out but cannot go back in. Then what I do is fold it just in half again, okay? Just once again, you're just trying to make it as easy as you want to get as much air out as possible. Just use your body weight. Don't rush. It's not that hard if you don't rush. And don't try and get fancy with it at this stage, okay? The job is to get as much air out as you can and so forth. So just squeeze and push and take your time to do so. You'll hear the air coming out. Once you get to that point, what I do is unroll it. Now, air can't go back in, so it won't inflate. So we go to back to the very end of the mat. I then like to fold it in half again from the beginning and then start trying to make it a little bit neat. Don't get too fancy. You're going to do another roll after this and just start rolling and pushing the air out. Use your knee. Take your time. You don't have to get too fancy about getting it tight from the beginning yet. So just roll it. You'll start to see the air will build up at the end. And as you start to see the air, you'll start to see air start pushing out again, as you can see. Okay, so nice and simply, use your knee, take your time, and so forth. So just get as much air. When you start not hearing a lot of air come out, you start the process again. It is much easier to do it in a few rolls than try and do it in one or two. Now, like I said, it can be even easier with two people, but to show you, we just do it in one. So now what you do, unroll it, start again, get it a bit neater from the beginning. Okay, so it stays nice and square, rolls up, will fit in the bag. And then go back to the beginning and then do a tight roll. You can see there's a lot of air out of it now. It gets a bit easier to roll and stuff. And then get a bit tighter with it. Spend a bit of time making it neat and tidy and really pushing the air out from the very end. Try and keep it square as you can as you roll it up. But once again, take your time, don't rush. Just pull it in to keep it neat so it keeps square and fits back in the bag and unroll. And what will happen is at the end here, you'll start to feel the air build up and will push back out at the end. So I generally find this is enough of a roll, but we do get people who do like to do another roll. It's really up to you. Once again, as I said, sometimes the more rolls you do is actually easier than trying to fit it in thing. It doesn't take any real longer. It's not a big, hard thing. So if you have a problem getting in the bag from this level, so when you get there, you do the valves up, which stops air going back in and inflating in the bag. You've got the straps to help put it around it, and then you whack it in the bag. It's really quite simple as such. Use your legs, hold it in place. It gives you a bit of free and go from there, but that's how you get the bag back in. Thank you.